Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle. Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle. Hello, I'm Kelly Mantle. And this is the Kelly Mantle Show. Won't you come inside the Kelly Mantle studio? Do you know I never know where I am, but I always end up where I'm supposed to be? Isn't that self-indulgent of me? I live in an oceanfront that's not actually on the ocean. I web weaves inside your head that play with your emotion. I cast spells with my love potion. And sometimes I get claustrophobic in your devotion. In the light of day, I can't see anything but the bright lights blinding me. But at night, on the stage behind the curtain, I am beyond a shadow of a doubt, more than certain that I am in love with me. Sometimes you have to be your own gay jamboree, your own dinosaur weekend. Because you know what they say, if you can't love yourself, sashay away. And then I vomited. Welcome to the Kelly Mantle Show. Won't you come inside the Kelly Mantle studio? Ever since we launched our merch store on Shopify, I've become a full-fledged entrepreneur.
You've become something.
Oh my God, listen to this. How about we sell Kelly Mantle brand taxidermied crows?
I think that's illegal.
How about loose prescription pills in velvet pouches?
That also sounds illegal,
Oh
Kelly.
my God, you're no fun. How about Kelly Mantle canned fog? We'll call it haunted air.
See, this is why I'm involved. For the record, we do sell normal things on the store. T-shirts, hats, mugs, things people can actually ship.
You're crushing my vision, John Mark.
When you're ready to order, checkout is quick, and returning customers already have their information saved, so they're done in a tap.
Cha-ching! Fine, get a t-shirt.
Because Shopify handles the storefront and checkout, we actually get to spend our time growing the business instead of figuring out how to ship haunted livestock.
Never stop dreaming, John Mark.
Start your free trial today at shopify.com/mantle.
That's shopify.com/mantle.
Shopify.com/mantle.
Today's guest has 2 clunky heels and a heart of glass. She's got big dreams in those bootcut jeans, and she's the best part of white trash. She's country, she's corny, and she makes all the boys horny. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a yee-haw? We've got Darlene Mitchell.
Hi, yeehaw, baby.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited to have you here on
Hi.
the Kelly Mantle Show.
I'm so excited to be here.
I am so excited you're here.
This has been like the bucket list, like top of the bucket list.
Shut
From
up.
just like getting cast
Uh-huh.
was like top reason for doing, you know what I mean? For doing it was being on the Kelly Mantle Show, meeting Trixie Mattel, just like being in your
Exactly.
orbit
Being
is
a
just
part
like
of the
mwah.
whole family. Isn't it wonderful?
And even just like being on the show, in my mind was like, I just have to be here long enough to get on the Kelly Mantle podcast. I just have to be here long enough.
I am so happy to hear that because the minute I like met you on camera on this season, I was like, this is going to be my favorite.
Oh, thank
I have
you.
to get her on the Kelly Mantle Show
Thank
as
you,
soon
thank
as
you,
she's
thank you.
able. Your life must be, speaking of carnivals, a tilt-a-whirl.
Oh, it was a wild ride. Coming off of that, and then also having a wedding this year.
Girl.
And then and that was right in the middle of the season. So it has just been
Now, did you have the wedding date planned before the season started, or were
no,
you diabolical
it was like,
and you
yes,
planned
yeah,
it?
fully
Oh,
diabolical.
let's get married while I'm taking over
fully
the world.
diabolical. So like in my mind, I was like, let's just make this entire year and you know like, everything that's happening, and let's just call it like a new chapter completely. You know what I mean? So I was like,
Right.
let's just go. Like it really has been. Life has been completely transformed, and you know in the best way.
He's here in the studio with us.
Yes, he's
right?
here. Isn't he
Yes.
gorgeous?
He is so gorgeous.
I know.
And I love that you all were married by a Dolly impersonator.
Yes, we had to.
Our wonderful Vancy.
Yes, Vancy Vega.
Vancy Vega, honey. And what other things happened at the wedding? I saw so many cool shots from it.
Yes, so we did our wedding vows from our favorite movies, like the DVD cases. So his vows was in a Romy Michelle case, and mine was in a Steel Magnolias case.
Yes!
Our screen up while we had dinner was Miss Piggy and Kermit's wedding from the movie. Yes.
Girl.
And so like it was just basically like everything like kitschy. We had like trash, country, like, you know, and his like love of like Hollywood films. We had like montages playing in the background. It was just like, it sounds so cheesy, but it literally was like just
it looked
perfect.
So amazing. It looked so
perfect.
fun. It's exactly how you want a wedding to be.
Yeah.
And it was so representative of both of you. So let's get into, what is it, Miss Greentown?
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Honey, hydration station.
Yeah, okay, wait, you know,
Honey.
wait, how do you know that? Oh my
I know
God,
everything.
you got the research, babe, you got
Honey,
the research.
there was no research to be
Yeah.
done.
So Hydration Station used to be, it was across the street from the church that I like grew up in.
Yes.
So I basically like grew up in that church. Like my grandparents were Sunday school teachers. I was there from, you know, the day I was born.
I literally grew up just like you. It was just, instead of Indiana, it was Oklahoma, but it's just one of those towns. It's like on the map, just in the middle of a highway.
Oh yeah, yep,
You know,
yep.
and you just kind of drive through it, and there's like one stoplight.
Literally one
I think
stoplight.
2,500 people was the population of mine or something.
Yeah.
So I totally get it.
One stoplight.
Oh,
and
there was only one stoplight, but you can rest assured there were 35 churches.
Yes.
At least 35
yes. And like,
churches.
I think there was one time, at one point, I want to say we had at least like 5 or 6 pizza places. And it's like, for what? Like, God
lose your
and
retainer.
pizza. God and pizza, and you're good to go. But yes, one stoplight, and it shut off at 11 p.m. Like at 11 p.m. it would... Yes,
exactly.
it would
Then
start
it would
blinking.
just blink
yes.
yellow.
And that's when I knew I was like, oh, I'm late. Shit, I need to hit the gas.
What denomination were you?
Wesleyan?
Shut up. That's like
Have
a
you heard of- okay.
form of Methodist, isn't
Yes,
it?
yeah, yeah.
Because I was I was
Okay.
raised Methodist.
Yeah, it's the closest related like denomination is Methodist.
Girl, were you involved?
Yeah, so like in like youth group and everything, like I was in deep, like I
You were in
really, I was in deep girl. I was the true believer.
Highlighting biblical scriptures, bookmarking.
Yeah. Do you feel the same way that like in a way drag feels like a ministry?
Can
There you
I
go.
get an amen?
Amen,
Mother says it
baby.
herself.
Okay.
You know? I would be that little kid in Bible school raising my hand saying, how did someone part a sea?
Yeah.
Like, has anyone talked about this? And they're like, Kelly, we don't ask questions.
Literally. So I
And I'm
remember
like,
I
well, I don't
remember asking a
understand.
question, like, you know, like being in youth group or even being like really little, you know, and asking my grandparents questions and just sort of being, you know, like being told the same sort of thing of being like, we don't really question, we don't really, you know what I mean? Like it's good to have questions, but like don't ask too much. You know what I mean? That sort of thing where it's like where they were able to kind of like clock from like a young age that I was like, you know, asking these things and like critically thinking about it. But then it was also sort of met with like a little bit of like, why is he asking these questions? You know what I mean? Like, and
going
I
against the
felt
cult.
that, and I felt that.
Yeah, I felt that too. So Miss Greentown came because you all had little town pageants.
Yes.
So did we.
Yeah.
And you wanted to be the pageant queen.
Yes. So we had
So you were living out your fantasy on national television.
Oh, fully,
Your childhood
fully,
fantasy.
absolutely.
Yes.
We had like the county fair, and the county 4-H fair.
4-H.
4-H.
Honey, I haven't heard 4-H since I was in the 4th
Yeah.
grade.
And every year we would watch the pageant, you know, and there were photos of like when my mom was young and she would do the town pageants, and my sister when she was really little she would do the little pageants, and then like in high school her best friend like won the county fair pageant, and you know like I was always like. I always wanted to like go and like get the seats early and like watch. And all of my friends are like, "Why? Like we don't need to see the pageant." And I'm like, "We need to see
the
we
pageant,
need to see the pageant."
girl.
And then it was also just like, I wanted the cute little dress. I wanted the sash. You know what I mean? So it's like I knew when I walked into the workroom, I was like, "This is my moment. This is my moment."
Living out your childhood fantasy.
It just felt right to like just like claim the town that, you know, I'd gone through years of bullying and not knowing if I felt, secure in who I was there, feeling like I had to be somebody else there. And I was like, when I walk into that workroom, I am splashing it across my chest. And you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to make y'all, in the words of Latrice, I'm going to make y'all eat it, okay?
Eat it, girl.
Eat it.
Honey. She is Miss Greentown, honey. She's Miss Greentown International. Yeah. So what does everyone in Greentown and your family and everyone think of Darlene Mitchell being a world-renowned superstar now?
So I would say, like, most everybody that I, am close with, or my like immediate family that's in my life, has really shocked me with coming around and the acceptance and the celebration, and that was honestly so shocking to me.
Visibility on national television will do that for you. You know what I mean?
And even people that I have not even like spoke to since high school, or people, whether it be like that you didn't necessarily have a friendship with, but you were almost like too scared because it was like, well, they're friends with like this bully, and I don't want to be too much for them and act this way. So to have those people that I feel like I was almost presenting as someone else for so many years, even though I was young and it was a form of like protection, it still feels so strange to get recognized by them and celebrated by them.
I love that.
Even though it's welcomed, I'm like, wow, this is so shocking.
I mean, that's the great thing about visibility, is because that's why I always say, there can't be too many drag queens. Right now in these tumultuous times, we need all the visibility we can get.
Absolutely.
Because when it becomes human for those people, it becomes someone they know. It becomes part of their family or their town or whatever. Then they see, oh, maybe I've been in the wrong. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And it's like, well, you ain't going to be my friend, but I'm glad that you had your awakening,
And then when someone sort of like breaks out of it and is being celebrated, and well, kind of like Tu Wong Fu, that... Okay, it feels very like that, where it's like, we're so scared of it. Please don't tell the neighbors. Please don't da 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 da. You know what I mean?
See?
And then they see it, and it's like, we can all actually kind of lift ourselves out of this because look at this person.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I want to see Drag Race do what American Idol does, and they have the top 3 or the top 4 go back to their hometowns now. I want to see Darlene Mitchell at the county fair performing for the people in Greentown, Indiana. Honey. Yes. What number would you do?
Ooh. Let's give him some Dolly Parton gospel.
Darlene, 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 Darlene.
Yeah, let's give him a full gospel tambourine.
Yes, a tambourine, honey. Oh, honey, I tell you, when the carnies would come to Cordell, Oklahoma, they were my saviors, honey. Those women in the carnies, they had hair longer than mine and some of their teeth. Yeah. Honey. And let me tell you, I would connect with those carny women, and they would just chain smoke and have on cowgirl boots, cut off Daisy Dukes. I wanted to be them so bad when I was little.
Do you know that Dolly Parton quote that's like, people ask her like where she modeled her look off of?
Yes.
And she's like, I literally modeled off of the women in town that they would call trash.
The town whore, honey. The
and I'm
town
like, there's
Jezebel.
something in us little gay boys at the time where it's like, we lock on to that. We're like,
onto it.
This is what we want.
No, it's so weird because I was walking through our county fair one time, and I walked by this lady. She was a carny worker sitting there. She had the balloons, you pop the balloons and stuff. And she had her little boombox playing. And all of a sudden I heard Boy George come through it. And I thought I was the only person in that whole area that even had heard of Boy George. And I turned around and her and I locked eyes and she went, I played this for you.
Oh, chills, girl, mama. Chills, mama.
You don't tell me my funnel cake didn't fall off its plate, honey. Now, did you ever want to be a baton twirler?
Sure. So
honey,
my sister.
We need to see Darlene Mitchell as a baton twirler, please.
Can I tell you what my my very first talent show idea was? So we all know I ended up doing like the woman at the what do you call it, construction worker
so
thing.
Good.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
Nailing and screwing. But the first idea was I was gonna do like ribbon dancing, like almost kind of like a county fair type of like, you know what I mean, like that sort of thing. And what I was gonna do is I was gonna like come out and be like, Ru, what did you put in those breakfast burritos? What, like, you know what I mean? Or like, was there dairy? And then I would start like my ribbon routine, and then like every time I'd fling my ribbon, I was gonna fart. But bitch, I started to practice ribbon dancing, and that shit is harder. It's harder than you think.
Well, I love that your favorite movie, next to Madonna's Truth or Dare, still Magnolias, I've seen probably the second most. Yeah.
And even when it ends, like start it over and I can just watch it again.
Which one are you?
Ooh. You know, there are many, many days, and it's so funny because it's the opposite of the girl that everybody got from the edit and the show.
The show.
But Weezer down. Like
you really?
It's a good day and a bad day. Like I feel like in drag, it's like Truvy's beauty shop. You know what I mean?
That's what I was gonna clock you as. It's obvious
like,
it's Truvy.
But I guarantee Brandon's out there being like, oh yeah.
She's a Weezer.
Because like, maybe not fully, maybe in my mind, that's kind of what I'm thinking, but like,
so you can be a little grump.
I can be a little grump.
I can be a little grump.
Yes, and maybe that's not what the people want. Maybe that's not what the people.
Do you get grumpy when you have to get into hair and makeup?
If I haven't had my iced coffee yet, there's a high chance.
Girl. Yeah. Because I love that you talk about that conversation you have with yourself in the mirror when you're getting ready.
Oh yeah.
There can be so many conversations that happen by the time you start to the time you finish. Girl, it's a mind trip. And people are like, do you go to therapy? I'm like, I put on makeup.
Literally.
That is
I've told
therapy.
So many people this. Like, aside from therapy, I still fully believe in therapy. I've been in therapy for no years. Like, I would never not, you know,
right.
I'm like, but there's something about that conversation that you have with yourself in the mirror. And especially putting on makeup. I don't know what it is about makeup and transformation, but things that you would not normally touch on
or
things that think about, that's what's going through your head when you are in the mirror with yourself. And there's some hard truths.
There's some hard truths.
There's some hard truths
in
the
mirror. And there's some weird things that come about. And I'm like, well, why did I think of that?
So I honestly take those conversations that I have with myself to the therapist.
To the therapist.
Yeah.
On your audition video, speaking of, you lip-synced Sally Field's monologue breakdown from Steel Magnolias.
Yes.
Where does your brain think of this?
So we had to and that was honestly for the talent section. Was
it really?
Yes. So I did the lip sync of Sally Field at the funeral, like, you know what I mean?
It was so good.
And we just filmed it in a nearby park. And so we chopped it up. So like, you know, the scenes when it would be like the back of her head. So like we used the real scene. So it was like literally the back of like Sally Field's head. And then it would turn back around and it would be
She's so much taller. I don't know how that happened.
So like it was like it was really, really funny.
Drink
and then
your
I did
juice, Girl, that is insane.
And I need to share that whole thing.
You really do. It's so good. And then you did Divine from Pink Flamingos.
Pink Flamingos,
which love that monologue.
Yes.
I mean, that's fucking amazing. I'm sure that, you know, has anyone told you that that's what like clasped your little spot there?
Literally when I was talking to the girls and they were like, oh, these producers here,
honey,
you know,
when you pull out the Sally Field, honey.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck all the way off. Because this was how many times? Your fifth time?
This was my fifth audition. Yeah.
Wow.
First one was 9. So it was 9. I did 9, 10, 11. And that was as Trash. That was when I was Trash.
Yes, girl. I love that.
And then at that point, I had become sober. And, you know, fast forward like a couple years, I was just using my name, which was like Blake. That's my name out of drag. And so I auditioned for 14 and said that would be the last time, you know, and I was Blake and out of drag.
Right.
And so I auditioned as Blake and for 14. And I said that would be the last one that I would ever do. And then like at that point, like I went to cosmetology school and sort of like restarted my life. You know what I mean? Like I was like, we gotta just figure, if I'm not getting on the show, we gotta figure some shit out.
Right.
So I said I would never do it again. And then, you know, my friends at the salon and clients and stuff, when I would tell them that I did drag, they'd be like, oh my God, well, like, we need to hear stories. We need to see photos.
Right.
Like, so then, like, you know, I'm sharing more and more, you know, about myself. And then everybody was like, please just do it one more time. Please
do it one more time. Because that's always the first question. Have you auditioned for Drag Race?
Yeah. And I was like, I'm ready to, like, make a character and elevate Trash, you know, of like who that would be.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I feel like Darlene is combinations of Blake and Trash.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
All
that's exactly what it is.
Together at the right time,
you
know?
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that you didn't stop auditioning. Can you imagine?
I know.
I always say we come to crossroads in our life and we have to make decisions. And that one little decision can change the whole course of your life.
Yep.
And you made the right decision.
Yes. And I honestly treated it as kind of like I was like, this will be the last hurrah. You know what I mean? Right. I'm going to make this audition so good that I feel like I can almost walk away from it if I make that decision too.
And you felt good about the tape.
And I can know that it was like cherry on top to
they
like a good
probably didn't even know they'd
career.
gotten 3 audition tapes from you because they're like from Blake to Trash. They probably thought, well, who's this Darlene Mitchell? Where'd she come from? Now, is it true that you got your cosmetology license online?
Yeah.
How does one do that, Darlene?
Fully.
And you designed your own wigs for Drag Race?
You know, that does not translate. That's like, everybody was like, when they found out, they were like, wait, so like, did you start, why did you bring those bag of mullets? And I was like, babe, cosmetology license does not translate to wig styling. Like,
it does not.
It does not.
It does not.
Maybe like curling and, you know, coloring human hair.
Right.
But like, at that point in time, I did not have the budget for a line of human hair wigs.
Girl.
Like, so no.
How does one get their cosmetology license online?
So I enrolled, like, what was that? End of 2019? Right before the pandemic.
Oh, okay. So it was a pandemic situation.
Yes.
Oh my
So we would basically like drive to the school, and we would have to like one at a time. We would like pick a time slot and like pick up mannequin heads and equipment, you know, like from the school, and then go back, and we would be on Zoom daily, just doing
That is wild.
Yeah. Until I get to the end, and they're like, "You're done," and I'm like,
I'm a hairdresser, honey.
Yeah.
What you
and
gonna
I'm
do about
like,
that?
I'm gonna go get a job,
Honey.
So yeah, online.
I wasted my my time during the pandemic. I should have been getting a cosmetology license, honey, because I've always wanted to open a little hair salon and call it the Hairport.
Oh my God. Okay.
Get into it. Wake it up. Wake it up, bitch.
Okay, so we'll go with Truvy. We'll go with Truvy.
Honey, you're a Truvy through and through, honey. We cannot do a play of Stillman, but now you and Tracy are going to have to fight for Truvy.
Okay.
So who's going to get the role?
Oh, talking
That's
about plays,
the
can I tell you
question.
that I saw you in Golden Girls?
I'm so sorry.
No, that was so fierce.
Girl,
It
which one?
It was when was that? It was just like a couple months ago.
Oh, was it? Yes.
And y'all
I
did like
love working with Jackie Beat and Sam Pancake and Sherry Vine, honey.
It was so good.
I mean,
it was so good.
It's such a dream to get to work with them. I'm not a huge Golden Girls fan, but I love working with them.
It was so good.
I know, because I'm much more of a Blanche.
Okay.
But you know, I would have to push Sherry down the stairs to play Blanche. Do you do theater?
So here's
Because I know
like,
you were scared about the acting challenges and stuff, is what you said.
So Drag Race has a way of like breaking your brain and breaking of like who you think you are.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was honestly so scared of comedy challenges and acting. And it turns out like when I got there, like that was my ticket. You know what I mean? Like that was like where it was at.
I'm surprised that you didn't already know that.
No.
That's wild.
Like
because you're such a character, and Darlene is such a character.
So
you know?
I was honestly kind of like shook, like learning, like I was learning in real time how to sort of embrace that side of myself, or embrace just sort of like hitting the gas. You know what I mean? Just like let it rip. You know what I mean? Just like what happens. And
Cooking
what you
with
got
gas,
is what you
honey.
got. Cooking with gas. Like it was very, that sort of like lesson or like, you know, like arc that they sort of gave me in like the edit was honestly so real, because it was happening in like real time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Everything for you was happening in real time.
Fully.
I mean, everything for you was happening in real time. And I think that's why everyone connected with you so much, is because you're just so endearing and you're so heartfelt. But it's like you could really tell that like everything was happening, you know?
Absolutely.
And that moment with Rue.
It was, yeah.
Rue doesn't get choked up a lot.
Uh-huh.
And when she got choked up with you, what was it? What did that feel like in the moment?
There was the time when I was talking about, I think it was like early in the season, and of course that's when I'm standing there with that sunburn on and the cheeseburgers for tits. You know, like
they always have the most sentimental moments on Drag Race when you look the most ridiculous.
Cockroaches in my way. You know what I mean? There was that one, which felt like that sort of like started our like initial connection, where it was like, oh, she sees me in a way that like, you know, you're always kind of like hoping to make that connection, or, you know, with any of the judges, or, you know, while you're there. And so like that almost sort of like made it feel very real to me, like in a way where I was like, you know, it sucks that like cameras are rolling and the world's about to watch it. But like, you know what I mean? It was still like, I'm very thankful for that moment.
Yeah.
But then there was also, I think it was like the last episode, I think the one you're talking about, where she got, you know, very choked up talking about, you know, like her own experience.
Exactly.
And that went on for both of us longer than the edit. You know what I mean?
I was gonna ask, did it go on? Yeah.
It was sort of like everything that you want the Drag Race experience to be, like in that moment is what I felt. It was sort of like, and this sounds cheesy too, it was sort of like everything in that room just sort of melted away. And it was just kind of like, I was just there with Ru, and it just felt like I was being reassured in a way that I haven't been able to give myself. Or does that make sense?
Totally makes sense, yes.
And I remember like at the end of it, she said something along the lines of like, anything in this world, you can get it. Like anything in this world that you want, you can have it. You just have to believe that you deserve it. And you know what I mean? And that in that moment, I was just, you know, I was wet. You know, I was.
Well, I can hear I can see exactly what you're saying. It's kind of like a lens. Everything around you gets blurred and you're just tuned in with her face.
Absolutely.
And you're hearing, because that's what she was saying, is the sobriety leads you to that you're in the moment.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
And oh God, it was so powerful. It was really powerful. What a great moment to get to share with RuPaul on there.
It was crazy.
And then you had that amazing, when you were playing the Karen, she's not only a Karen, she was a religious Karen. What was that like playing with Ru and improvising?
So I was terrified of that challenge. Like that's another, that, you know, talking about like how I didn't quite know like what I had until it was like in the moment when they would say go, you know, and then it would be like, okay, well, what I got's what I got. So here we go. And it wasn't until like after when I was sort of like, I don't know if I did a Karen. But then on the other hand, I'm kind of like, but me and Ru kind of ate that up. Honey. You know what I mean? And I remember by the end of it, so like they didn't show, so at the end, you know, I come back in and ask for like the chips or whatever. And then, and that's where they cut it on the show. But like I actually like came back in and like asked for another flavor. Like I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, babe. Like I need another flavor. I need like, you know what I mean? I want the ones that are ranch. And so she was like, come point him out. Come point him out. So like I inched closer and closer. And then at that point she actually like did arrest me and like we ran off. And I remember like we were both like cackling so hard.
That is amazing.
And she looked at me and she was like, that was so stupid. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like I'm good.
I love that Ru said, if I were a betting man, I never would have bet that you would have ended up in the top 4. When you showed up the first day, did you think you would end up in the top 4?
So there's this side of me that knows that I have what it takes to you know, I'm like, oh, I'm here and I'm gonna win. You know what I mean? Right. But then there's also that side of me that's like looking around the room and being like, I don't do the challenges like the rest of the girls. I don't do the runways like the rest of the girls. You know what I mean? So like, and I was genuinely scared. You know what I mean? Like I was scared that my head was on the block, you know, constantly, you know, and walking into that room was terrifying. I was shaking in my chunky shoes, girl. I was any of the confidence and cockiness.
Well, thank goodness you had multiple pairs of them, honey, in case any of them broke.
Fully every color. Now we've got the boot version.
Girl,
I'm building out the
Please
collection.
tell me you're coming out with a line, honey. Darlene's going to come out with a clunky shoe.
Yes. And they're just going to be like 11 and up.
It was very delight of you.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, give us some Lady Kirby from the ankle down.
Yeah.
Well, we like to play games here on the Kelly Mantle Show, and we're going to play Drag Association with the one and only Darlene Mitchell. And you say the first thing that comes to your mind whenever I say these drag artists or events or objects or things. Sometimes the drag artists are the object or thing. Business meeting. Okay, Mark. I've got 3 new merch ideas.
I was afraid you'd say that.
Number 1, scented candles that smell like purple.
What?
Number 2, emergency funeral confetti.
Feels inappropriate.
Oh, whatever. And number 3, decorative emergency caution tape that says do not engage with John Mark.
You're being mean again.
You know what your problem is?
What?
Me. Switch to voiceover.
Shopify lets us stick to ideas that actually belong in our storefront. Returning customers already have their information saved, so checking out is practically effortless.
That's somebody buying a fresh bag of funeral confetti.
Or a t-shirt.
Shopify powers millions of businesses, from entrepreneurs just getting started to brands like Mattel and Gymshark.
With Shopify, nothing stands between your idea and a real business. So go make one.
Start your free trial now at shopify.com/mantle.
That's shopify.com/mantle.
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 Shopify.com/mantle. You're welcome. Are you ready?
Yes, hit it.
Trixie Mattel.
Malibu.
I love.
Right? Like, isn't she just like that vibe? Like that, like Malibu Barbie. And also it puts me in the mindset of like Addams Family. What is it? Addams Family Family Values. When she's like,
Yes.
okay, when she has that scene where like, Malibu Barbie.
Your video, honey, give it up for Tina Turner. Honey.
Butter, honey.
Churning
Butter.
the butter, baby.
I could not say yes to that question fast enough. They're like, so we have this idea. We're not sure how it's going to go. You know,
Yes.
like, I'm imagining that's going to be like, you know,
Girl.
get ready with me. Like, they're like, we got a call from Trixie Mattel. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'll show up to the studio, you know, paint, we'll chat, whatever. And they're like, no, it's actually churning butter. I was like, yes,
Yes, I'll do it.
Like,
I'll do it.
I don't
What
need
did
any
it
more
taste
details.
like?
What's that?
Did it taste good?
It's so like the top, like where it started like accumulating, like that was real butter. I'm not kidding.
Girl.
That was butter.
It looked like cottage cheese.
And if so on the inside, it was like cottage cheese down. But the thing is like,
no, I can't even think about it. Oh, no.
And
I
so
bet
I
it
had
smelled.
it literally was butter. Like I'm not kidding. Like there's no like exaggeration. But the inside was still like pretty like milky. But we filmed that, I had just came back from the UK.
Okay.
And have you ever had clotted cream?
Girl, no. Oh, you're gonna make me vomit. And then I vomited.
The name is a lot to handle. The name is a lot to handle.
Especially if it's from the UK.
But we made clotted cream.
No.
It was like liquid butter.
Oh my God.
Or do you know like the like squeezable butters? The like.
Why did I bring this
Sorry,
up?
I love grossing people out. So
No!
like the more I see you react, I'm
Oh my
like, yeah.
God, that's so gross. I can't handle things like clotted.
Clotted.
Anything, no.
Clotted cream.
Girl.
Yeah.
That's gonna get in your arteries. You know that I just noticed that your ring matches your nails, matches your necklace, matches your eyeshadow.
So
Honey, and your bracelet.
Don't say there's not polish, okay? Don't say.
Don't tell us Miss Darlene Mitchell ain't gonna show up to the gig in turquoise.
We got
honey.
a nail cam. Do you like a little? Do you like a little ASMR moment? Do you like a little turquoise?
Nothing turns women on more than turquoise.
Okay, and bitch, how you feeling?
Girl.
How you feeling? You turned on? You turned on, mama?
Your husband better get worried. Hey, she's gonna turn all the lesbians on today. She's going on the turquoise, honey. Drag association with Darlene Mitchell continues. Thor.
Ooh. Rotted.
And that's just her face.
And that, she is like an ultimate all-star to me.
Is she?
Like, I will go to bat for Thorgy every day. Like, invite her back again and again and again. I just think that like that type of drag, it feels very similar to almost like the type of drag I did when I was trash, where it's just sort of like, when I say rotted, I mean like punk rock without being punk rock.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's very Brooklyn.
Yes.
And I feel like trash was very Brooklyn too.
It's very like what you got, make it work. You know what I mean? And like it's like not following the rules of what drag may be defined as today. You know what I mean? And I love that. I love that sort of like $10. You know what I mean? Not me calling Thorgy cheap.
Love pink.
Love pink.
Love pink. Mia Star.
Mia Star. A star. Exactly that. That's my mom.
Is that your mom? Yeah. So who are you closest with?
Oh, okay. So who I'm closest with? Probably Jane. Jane is who I like left there with like the best, you know, that's bestie right there.
Yeah.
And then Nene and Mikey, obviously, like we were close just from like going through that all together.
All that moment, yeah.
Yeah. But Mia, so actually for the finale, we were like in the back, you know, getting ready, and you know, for like the final number. And at that point, they cleared the stage, so like all the girls are in the back with us, you know, like while we're getting ready. And I had no idea how to like fully like put on a wig. Literally, I made it through all the way Drag Race, all of Drag Race, without knowing how to like melt my lace or like anything like that. I just used to pop that shit on. Like I could do the got to be right here, but like. And I had to do that, like, you know, that like church, like, you know, thing. And I was like, we did it in rehearsals, and one of the dancers like tugged and the wig just came off in the rehearsal. And I was like, okay, I need to make sure this shit is like on. And so literally I had Mia, I'm standing back there getting ready. I have Mia doing my lace. She's like, I will get it on. So she's standing there with the spray and the glue and, you know, everything, getting it on. Jane is here with like, you know, doing powder to like blend the lace. I think like Kenya was putting on a glove. Sierra's in the back. And like I'm standing there just like getting ready for that, like cooking with gas, just like, you know, do me up, y'all, do me up.
I love that sisterhood, honey.
But like, and then also in that like 6 weeks where we had to like prepare for the number, I would have FaceTimes with Mia, and she would help me like kind of like choreograph the best that I can do, or like, you know, come up with like what I would do in that lip sync, you know? And so Mia, literally mother.
Did you think you were going to win the crown?
At that point, I knew I was 3.
Okay.
But like,
how did you know?
I remember like we were painting for the, you know, for the finale, and all the girls were like at the mirror in the workroom, you know, like still like, you know, still keying and everything. And I like took my makeup like over to the other side of the workroom, and I was just like sitting there. I was just like, not that I was like in a mood, but I was just wanted to be present. I wanted to be like, oh my God, I'm painting for the finale of Drag Race. Like, this is absolutely insane. So like I brought my like makeup like over to like all like where my like clothes and stuff were. And I remember like Jane came over and she was like, how are you feeling? Like, you know, are you nervous? Like you're over here. And I was like, oh no, like I'm in like the best mood. Like I am like on cloud 9.
Yeah.
I was like, and honestly, like, it's gonna be me and one of them. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like it's gonna be me and one of them.
Right.
But we found out that it was not me and one of them.
Well, you know what? But that really sets your mind in such a great place, because that's the thing. You show up. It's like showing up to an audition or a callback. You give your best performance for yourself.
Yes.
And then you walk away from it. It's all out of your control at that point, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what's great about it. Bianca Del Rio.
Oh, clown. Can I say something that I really, really admire her? So I just worked with her in Seattle for Seattle Pride.
Yeah, for Pride.
And I just was with her like very briefly. Like we just like passed backstage. She was in the, you know, later in the day. But she came in and immediately was like helping people do whatever they needed. Like she came in and just like immediately restyled like Willem's wig, literally like on Willem's head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this sort of energy or this sort of person is, you know, top tier.
I have seen Bianca help everyone in the industry except me. I remember I walked up to her right before our reunion episode shooting there in the big theater for season 6. And I said, Bianca, you got to help me. And she said, bitch, I don't even know where I'd start. There's not enough time. Discord Adams.
Safety pins. Safety pins.
Always safe until the safety pins.
And can I just say that, like, the safety pins were not an issue for me. Like, everyone else was, like, trying to convince me, like, why they were. You know what I mean? Like, when we went backstage and we're all talking, or, you know, like, when we started suspecting that we were going to have to, like, raid each other, or, you know what I mean? That conversation was happening. And I'm just like, I don't know if I see the problem with the safety pins.
I didn't see the problem with the safety pins.
But, you know, and still today, girls will be like, well, then there was this, and da-da-da-da.
Oh, my gosh.
And so, like, the girls are still ruffled.
You all were trying to send her, well, not necessarily you, but a lot of them were trying to send her home just like,
well, I
from the
did say her name too, but.
You know. Michelle Visage.
Op.
Girl, honey. She's like a little helicopter over Darlene, honey.
No, she came around to the shoes. She did. She will she admit it? I don't know.
What you got on today?
We got a shoe cam?
Let's do a shoe cam, honey. Even your Crocs are clunks. Even Darlene's Crocs are clunks, honey. Girl, get into it. Even your Crocs are clunks.
We've got the jewels and the pearls and the spikes. Oh, Discord can borrow these.
Yes, she can. Where did you find these?
I don't even know where I got these.
Girl, that's amazing.
Yes.
So you just like a clone.
Comfort
Honey.
in drag is my top priority.
Honey.
Yeah.
Have you bought a pair of stilettos since the show?
no. Oh,
Fuck
no.
no. Fuck
Oh,
that
no.
shit, honey. When does she walk in the streets? She's Darlene Mitchell. She
Absolutely.
doesn't have to anymore. Law Roach.
Ooh, first thing that comes to mind, one word. He liked me. I'm sorry. I know that. I'm like sorry about y'all's experience.
Sorry about y'all's experience.
Yeah.
He liked me. I don't give a shit.
Literally, sorry y'all. But that makeover challenge.
Uh-huh.
So I was like very, very last, and of course that's after Discord just had that like I think it was Discord, right? That had that like crazy critique from him. And
Oh yeah.
and
That's why she didn't like it.
yeah, I think it was something about like I hate this look more than my dad and my dad. I don't know. It was something crazy, something crazy. And then I remember like I was last. And do you remember my makeover look? Like it was like the two
Yes.
women that are Vegas. Okay.
Right.
And I'm doing the math, as it's going down. I'm like, okay, well they didn't like that one. Okay, they loved that one. Okay, they didn't like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'm like, and we have Law on the panel, and I'm like. Standing there and I'm like, oh, I'm about to get chewed. Like, I am about to
So they
get
thought
chewed.
you were gonna be in the...
And then like Law looks at me and he's like, this is my favorite of the night. And I'm like, okay.
Oh my God.
That's an ally. That's an ally.
That's an ally, girl. That must be such a great feeling though when you're
Yes.
like, ah.
Yeah.
I love that. Plain Jane.
Plain Jane. Ooh. Honestly,
Uh-huh.
star.
Star quality.
Talk about long lasting careers. Like she may be like
Honey.
it's kind of like that mistress.
What has she done? She's done Traitors. She's now on Project Runway.
Yeah.
She's going to be on Love Island, Survivor, Big Brother.
Yeah.
She's going to do them all, honey.
And it's kind of like that mistress quality.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's just like to press the button just for the sake of it.
Honey.
Just for the mess.
Because we're good time gals.
Yes.
And I love sitting and watching. I get my
and I was getting
popcorn
ready
ready,
to say,
honey.
I love being in a room with a bitch like that.
Yes.
Just don't bring them my way because
No,
I'll cry.
honey. I hung out with Plain Jane the other night. We were bar hopping together, and I was like, "This is so much fun because she's just bringing everyone for pills, honey. I don't have to say a word."
Yeah, and just honestly, that is star quality.
Would you ever do any other reality shows?
Ooh, I would for sure.
What would you do?
I love Big Brother,
Uh-huh.
but that's a long time. You're what is that? What's the word? Like sequestered, or you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
that's a long time.
Yeah.
Traitors, of course.
You would.
I would. I mean, I like the show. I don't think I would be good at it.
I was going to say, what would your strategy be?
There's no poker face. There's no. Like,
I don't feel like there is.
So like
You would just
honestly,
crumble,
Yeah. I just want it on the resume, babe.
Right?
Even
if she goes home first.
Survivor, I'm out. I'm out.
No.
I'm not doing that.
Honey,
Maybe like
can you imagine?
Yeah.
The turquoise.
Maybe like Bake Off. Maybe like
Who?
like the what is it
Oh, Bake Off.
Bake
I thought you
Off.
said Bangkok.
Bangkok. Maybe
Do
we'll
you
go to
cook?
Bangkok. I can cook a little bit,
Can
but it
you?
honestly just seems like fun and people laugh and it's joy and you know what I mean?
Can you believe I've never cooked in my life?
Ever?
Never.
Anything?
Nothing.
Like microwave.
A microwave only.
Do you have an air fryer?
I don't even know what that is. My King Minx.
Oh, queen.
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 That was a deserved win. She
Oh,
she
absolutely.
Ate that. She
Yeah.
ate
I mean,
that.
it honestly, any of y'all from that season, honestly. I mean, I really do think so. I mean, there's so many, everyone has their own little like pocket.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And everyone was so good. I
And
thought.
she is a level of professionalism that I don't know if the show captured as
Mm.
much, but yeah, just like through and through,
Yeah.
like just a professional, especially when it comes to helping other people or uplifting other people or like making sure everybody else is like
Exactly.
up to where they, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Theater girly, honey. Because
theater
that's what you're
girly.
taught that in the theater. I mean, theater is
Yeah.
all about ensemble, you know?
And she helped a lot with the Rusical. Because I was very, very nervous about that dog and being in that scene with her.
Now, how did you feel about your roast?
The rose, baby.
Carrot bottom.
That carrot bottom.
Honey.
And bitch, the room was silent. It was crickets.
Was it really?
Yes.
No.
And
was Rue really laughing, or did they cut that in?
It was literally both. Like what happened on the show. Like you know what everybody saw was like it's what really happened, but it was like a very condensed version. Like I literally had to like read the room in real time, you know, because like it was like the first couple jokes, cards are shaking,
Oh my
you know,
God.
and I'm not kidding when I'm saying crickets. Like it was.
So you're bringing out the banana. And
yes,
it's just like
it was nothing. Like I wasn't even sure when I started if I was going to interact with the props. Like I literally walked up to the podium and I was like, "Where's my exit?" Like I could just leave.
Oh
like
my
I could
gosh.
just. And I didn't even know if I was going to interact with them. And then it literally was just like this like switch that clicked in my mind that was like, well, bitch, like you're up here, just hammer it.
Just hammer it.
Just
through,
hammer
honey.
it. And at that point, like when I just sort of like went on a different plane, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I was somewhere else.
Right.
And then at that point, Rue was like smacking the table. And the girls were like off of their stools laughing. You know what I mean? And
You have to tone in on something that's happening there in the room.
Yep.
And that will bring everyone back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And honestly, like it was like when like I could see Ross and Rue almost like kind of like looking at each other and being like, what the fuck are we watching? Like, you know what I mean? And when I started getting that response, when I started getting, then I was like, oh, I'm gonna keep pushing it. You know what I mean? Like, and then it just kept getting like worse and worse and worse. You know what I mean?
I
Just
love
like,
that. I love that. You said you traveled out of I think you'd only said you'd been to like Canada before.
So I did UK like during when was that? That was just like maybe like a month or two ago.
And that was your first time over there.
But I had never been out of the country or
Right.
like, you know what I mean? And like for travel and so to get to see all of these places, you know, from Drag Race or, you know, and perform,
Right.
but then also even just like traveling and, you know, aside from drag, just like world experiences or life experiences. It's just, it's like there's no word other than just like it's crazy. Like
it is crazy, isn't it? Yeah. I know.
And in like the best way possible. But
yeah,
it
and you
just,
take it all in and you're just so grateful for it.
That's why like I keep telling like my manager every time I get like a booking, you know, if it's like somewhere I've never been or you know I'm like, oh, I need a couple extra days, like I need to like I need to feel like I'm present there,
take it all in,
because it's like it's not just like and I've told some of the younger girls on the cast this too, like it's not about necessarily like how fast we can go, you know what I mean, but like take these things in as they're happening and try to be like present where you are,
relish the moment.
Yeah, so like that's honestly kind of like how I did with UK. I was like, oh, I need some time, like
I'm
I'll do
so happy you did that.
I'll do the gigs,
Yes.
but like I want some time.
And you're getting ready to go to Australia for the first time.
Yes, yeah.
Girl.
And we're roasting.
You're roasting? I
Yes.
didn't know that.
Yeah, roast tour.
Are you going to pull out the props?
Banana. Yeah.
Remains to be seen.
You better believe
Girl,
it. You better believe it.
the prop Ella, honey. You're going to love Australia. It's so beautiful and so amazing. And the animals, honey, I held like a little, what's that called? The little Tasmanian devil.
Oh.
Honey. I held a little Tasmanian devil. He got a little too close to my face.
Yeah. Is it true what they say that there's like everything there can kill you?
Honey, everything
Have you had
there,
any like bug running or like
oh my
snakes
God.
or
Honey,
scorpions? You know what I mean?
Well, see, I'm stupid because I never know where I am, but I always end up where I'm supposed to be.
Yes, hello.
And I left the hotel one time and they were calling me and saying, you're running late. Do you need help getting here? I said, honey, I'll find it on the Google Maps. I ended up on a freeway in Sydney, Australia, carrying my suitcase across a freeway exit and entrance ramp.
Oh my
So
God.
you just see me buffing along the freeway in Sydney, Australia. I thought that was going to kill me. But
So not even
no,
so
it's not even the wildlife. It's the Google Maps that will kill you in Australia. No, but the wildlife is beautiful. And when you go to Sydney, please take a day to walk around. They have the most beautiful parks, and you will just see these huge exotic birds that we see here in America in zoos that have like wingspans of like the size
Oh
of
my
this
God.
room.
Yeah.
And they're just hanging out in the trees.
Oh my God.
You know, I'm like, oh, it's so gorgeous. I love Australia.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's so
No,
amazing.
I'm really excited.
Can we go play Pet Pet?
Yeah, I
want to give you some lessons.
I love mini golf.
You love it?
Yes.
It took you 8 tries to get the ball into. I don't even think you ever got the ball in the whole
No,
Darlene.
bitch lost a nail. But it's kind
James
of like
and I go pat all the time. I am a pro. I get it in 2 shots, usually 1.
it's kind of like it's kind of how I feel about like drag, where it's like it's a feeling for me. It's not about the execution.
Is that the excuse?
It's not about the skill level. It's about the feeling. And bitch, I love the fantasy of mini golf because they always have those cute little, like the cute little buildings, maybe like a dragon or a unicorn or a barn.
Don't you always want to live in them?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm moving in.
Did you have the Barbie dream house?
Yeah, my sister did. Believe that.
And you played with it.
And it had like the elevator.
Girl.
She had like a pool.
Yes.
And like this just popped into my mind. The Ken doll that you could shave.
Oh, honey, Ken was her best friend. My husband was G.I. Joe.
Okay.
I took my brother's G.I. Joe doll and that became Barbie's husband. I was like, Ken, honey, listen, you're not my type.
For some reason, my G.I. Joes were only in pants all the time.
All the time? You didn't take the pants off?
In the pink Jeep.
Honey, do you know the G.I. Joe? For some reason, I don't know if my brother drew on it or what, but my G.I. Joe, I took his pants off. He had a bush. He had a bush made out of magic marker.
Yeah.
I might have done it. I don't remember. I know my Barbie had a bush too because I drew a little bush on her. Did you get a chance to watch Alice yet?
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
Do you love Flo?
And I see it. Like it is
So
very,
Flo.
very accurate. And can I say that multiple people, it wasn't even like a one-time thing. Multiple people on set that like had nothing to do with like the previous person were saying that.
Yeah.
Like Jamal said it during like rehearsals at one time.
Oh, yeah.
Michelle said it.
Darlene is very kiss my grits.
And I was like, okay, like sure, let me get into it. And literally in those 6 weeks between filming and doing the finale, I binged hard. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yes,
I get it. I get it.
I love that. What do you think of the new the current All-Stars? Who are you rooting for?
You know what? Is Silky gonna do it again?
Is Silky gonna do the big thing?
Is Silky gonna get to the end?
She
again?
might.
And honestly,
Because Joey just got the wild card.
Yes. Crystal Method.
Crystal, honey.
On her season, she was almost like a little bit of kind of like a little bit of like a drag reset in the way where it was sort of like bringing that like fun, crazy, kooky, in this like age of like Instagram type of like glam makeup that was sort of starting to like take off at that point.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I love that sort of drag that just like pushes against what the expectation is. And I feel like Crystal Method has some of that. So yeah.
All I know is I know she would never do this because she is a respectful queen, but I would love to see whoever gets crowned. Vivacious just walks out there and snatches the crown and says, "This is my mother," and just put it on her own head and
Were
walk
you
out.
so happy to see her there?
Girl, my sister. My sister, honey. I love Vivacious more than, honey, I love her more than my luggage.
Yeah.
I love her more than my luggage.
Icon,
we have
truly.
the best phone conversations with each other, honey. She is a soothsayer.
Can I listen in?
Please.
That's
We'll
something
have a 3-way call,
Yeah.
baby. What is next for you? What's happening?
Australia. So
Australia.
we are well, God, how long is that flight?
Girl, it's like 3 days.
I'm moving.
Honey, I thought I was on that airplane for 3 days
God,
and 3
okay.
nights. It's longer than Noah's Ark.
But yeah, in Australia. And later in the year, the top 3 are doing a European tour. I think it's like 8 cities in Europe, I think, in October.
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah, so me, Nene, and Mikey, that'll be great. And then I'm on the a drag queen Christmas tour in November and December.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I think that's like 39 cities around.
Now, are you going to bring back Mrs. Claus?
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Thank
Stay
you so
tuned.
much for being here,
Of course,
Darlene
this was an
Mitchell.
absolute blast
I am such a
and a
huge
dream.
fan
Thank you.
of yours, and
Thank
I
you.
cannot wait to see what happens next. Congratulations on your nuptials with your gorgeous man.
Thank you. Can you believe?
Oh, is that it?
Can you believe? Can you believe?
Girl, shut that up, honey. Yes. Thank you so much to Darlene Mitchell for being here on the Kelly Mantle Show, fresh off of her amazing run on RuPaul's Drag Race. And please tell the viewers and listeners where they can find you online and follow you if they're not following you already.
Yes, you can find me on Instagram at It's Darlene, by the way. It's Darlene BTW. And YouTube, Twitter. I just got on Tumblr.
You did? I didn't even know Tumblr was still a thing.
So we're bringing Darlene to Tumblr, baby. It's Darlene, by the way, again.
Are you on Pinterest, honey?
Can I tell you how much I love Pinterest? That's like one of my favorite
Darlene
apps.
Mitchell needs her own page.
Oh, recipes.
Honey, recipes.
Can you imagine the
arts
casseroles?
And crafts, honey.
Yeah.
4-H, honey, livestock.
Yeah.
Honey, she's going to be showing up to the carnivals wearing all the blue ribbons, honey.
Okay, so maybe Pinterest is next. Well, if anybody claims that username, I'm gonna have a problem.
Honey, we're going to sue. Kelly Brockovich right here on your side. Thank you so much for tuning in. We know that you have a million podcasts to choose from, and for some reason you chose this one, and we have no idea why, but we are so thankful that you did. And please tune in next week when our guest will be Dolly Parton. Sorry you're not going to be here. Sorry you have such a busy schedule.
I'm going to hide behind the curtain.
And Sally Field.
Yeah.
It's still Magnolias reunion.
Oh, God.
And scene.
Yeah.